not in Washington D.C., of course, because of things that are going on here. I wouldn't even want to bring a royal person into Washington D.C. with this stuff going on right now. So, just if you want more information about the Sankofa International Conference, please let us know. Send an email. I'm sorry, I could have had my camera on the whole time. But you can send an email or to Million Youth March, a Million Youth Rally at gmail.com if you want to be a part of the Sankofa International Conference this year. Um, yeah, okay. So just keep that in mind. We've been working very hard to get our people to stop these are not our people. This is not our fight. This is not anything because when them people get behind you, they don't care where you from. They don't care what you believe in. They don't care what country you originated from. They just know that you're a threat to them. So if we can get more of us that think that way, that realize that these are our brothers and sisters in Haiti and in Jamaica and even in Cuba, they're our people as well. We dispel them, but we need to really get on board and really just in those borders. They're building walls to keep brown people out. The building walls to keep black people out. They don't care what you believe in. You put your religion beside you. It stops at the door. As a part of the Black Panther Party and the New Panther Vanguard, it is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and respect one another. And we have nothing to lose but our chains. Ashe and Black Power. Keep that in mind.
Black Power. Black
Mhm.
Power. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
Black
you,
Power.
Sister General Janae. Yes.
Yes, that was
Brother
no time.
Quabo?
Oh, I would like to say something real quick. So the other day
Yes. Come on in.
when we want to think take Thursdays, I was inquiring about possibly donating some clothing to Haiti. So do anyone have any links or addresses for that to happen?
Yes.
Well,
I'm sorry, what you say?
Absolutely. Chime on in, family. Right now, we're talking about donations for Haiti.
well, I left my number on the when you mentioned that the last time, and apparently, I don't know if you saw my number.
No, I didn't.
Together with Dr. Toby, and we also have Brother King was here. So you can get my number.
Okay, can you put it in the private
Okay.
unless you want to put it in YouTube too.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, put that in the banner in the chat.
Yeah.
All
So
right, thank you. There's feedback. If you can mute your line, family, while we close off for our first part of the discussion. So please, Bayyinah, I want you to speak in.
I'm sorry, there was someone.
Were you talking to
Come
me?
on, family. Brother Bayyinah Bello. Yes, we'd like to have some closing remarks from our honored guest this day before we close out.
Well,
Does anybody want to chime in concerning history or facts concerning Haiti?
No,
As
I
we
just, I just,
speak about, take part on that tomorrow.
yeah, I just want to say real quick. If, if, if you can send me the link, for donation, so I can spread around, through our network as well. And then, I was listening to the entire speech of Queen Mother Bayyinah.
Yes.
She just touched on a great points of how we must need to come together, and then we all face the same struggle. Uh, she mentioned about Cuba. I was in Havana 8 years ago, and then I saw the devastation in Havana. How the United States, until today, not lift the embargo of Cuba, uh, and that's what we're fighting. We're fighting because we all pretty much face the same struggle, and then we have to do this together. Us as warriors and servers of our people. This is our main focus. So what's happening in Haiti, in Jamaica, it's the same. It's the same what happened in Mozambique, 2019. And then I was there as a humanitarian. I was there uh, working alongside with so many Mozambican brothers and sisters. They create that hurricane in Mozambique in order to drive the people out of one of a town called Mpemba that has a lot of natural gas. So they did purposely. So and then I went out there to obviously they invite me to go out there to help the community. And then I was there, end up seeing so many organizations, Red Cross, UNICEF, so many uh, white or Caucasian organizations, to the point that we have to tell them, look, don't go this way. We going this way. So it's they love this environment. They love destruction, so they can profit out of this destruction, and they can come along as a good Samaritans. Uh,
Yeah.
we know uh, is not nature. Also, it's a man-made. Most of these disasters. So it's not coincidence that it's happening to Haiti, to only the lands that has tons of mineral resources, lands that resist the colonialism. So we know the great we are, the more adversity we will they'll throw at us. So we have to be prepared. We have to be united, just for the simple fact that we are part of the melanated family. It ain't much about even this so-called name Africa. It's not really belong to us. It's not really the original of. It's not really our original name. We're just saying to reference where that territory, where we came from, that territory. But realistically, we know it's not really our name. So we have to name is power, as Queen Bayyinah said. So we have to really use our spiritual power in order to fight against the evil forces that seek to see our people down. And we just have to do ourselves. We the one who have to build ourselves. We the one who have to take care of ourselves. Regardless if they're gonna come as a good Samaritan, I've seen it. I've seen the UNICEF. I've seen the Red Cross. I talk to them. They even invite me to work with them in several uh, projects in Africa. They even invite me to give me some money, uh, but I refuse because I believe that we must need to do ourselves. I've stopped them to go to Africa because, for example, every time they go to Africa, even all these Caucasian organizations, they take picture of our children and they come to the West and then they're fundraising a lot of money, and then they only give like 5% or not even sometimes even 1%. So I've stopped them to go to Mozambique because of that. Like if they come into any orphanage or any school, they must need to know Why are you taking the image of our children? So we have to take this serious because they go into the continent on whenever these atrocities happening, they're always going over there as a good Samaritan, taking pictures, uh, uh, throwing a little food out there, and then poison food uh, in order to control our people. So we have to be strong to overstand. That's why I spent time in Cuba, I saw how hard, how warrior our brothers and sisters in Cuba they really are. So Cuba helped to liberate so many few African countries, uh, including my own country. So my father had a trained he trained with Che Guevara in the Congo. So Che Guevara came to give the training to my father and his battalion to fight the Portuguese. So on the border of Congo. So it's a lot that we must need to work with the good allies. Yes, there's some good allies, uh, but we also have to do ourselves. That's my conclusion. And just to say about the Sankofa, where we're inviting everyone to be part of this amazing, this great gathering that's going to be happening in New York in April. So I'm going to be a part of it because I was since the beginning. We're working with Queen Janae Nzinga to put this great conference, Sankofa International Conference. It's about us coming together as a family globally in the United States to be able to talk about how can we build our kingdoms, how can we build our empires. So hopefully, Queen Mother Bayyinah can be able to be part of it as well, as we're going to be honor some of our great scholars, great professors, great queens, and then we did it. We've been doing every year pretty much. So only last year that we managed to not really make it happen. But the year before, we had the Haitian ambassador uh, in the United States. He was part of it, as well as we brought queens and kings from Ghana, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Cameroon. So obviously next year we're planning to do even more wider, including our people from the Caribbeans, our brothers and sisters in Brazil. Because sometimes when we talk about, because of the language barrier, when we talk about this revolution, we forgot to mention Brazil, which is the second largest African nation outside the continent after Nigeria. So we have to include Brazil in this fight as well, and
Yes.
that's why we here. We really flying all over the world. It's a spiritual commitment. It's This is an ancestors fight. We're fighting flying all over the world to stand with our people globally, and that's why I'm sending my all love to my Asian family, uh, and then we're here. We're here to serve. We're here to protect. We trained militarily, that we trained to protect and fight on behalf of our people. So you can count on us to spread the message about Haiti in the continent. That's exactly what we've been doing. Pressurize the AU, the African Union, to say something about Haiti. It's about time for all these organizations that claim that represent us to stand with us, or we will come after you. That's the main focus, and that's the bottom line. If you're really making money on our behalf, you got to stand up, because we won't allow you to make money, because for far too long all these organizations, these prime ministers and presidents, they made a lot of money on behalf of our struggle. It's about time for them to give back. It's about time for them to, either they choose a side, or you continue to be a puppet, or you stand with our people. Thank you. And then Yes, I'm just here to serve.
Yes, and I also want to say give thanks for Dr. Bella for her time and her attention. Thank you so much for your energy. It's a pleasure being on the panel with you and listening to you as always. And I hope to see you here again soon. Like
Thank
next
you.
week. Like next week soon.
Like tomorrow.
Like tomorrow, yes.
So grateful. So
Thank
grateful.
you very
Your
much.
knowledge and your wisdom. You're just like a wealth, a
Yeah.
walking library, you know. And words just can't even put the words into play right now. But my heart is out to you. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So grateful. So Queen Mother by sorry. Queen Mother Bayyinah Bello, you have the last words for our closing comments, and then we are going to tune in tomorrow for part 2 of Black Power Radio. Give thanks.
So I didn't before you start, Queen Mother. I did invite someone who is from the island of Ayiti too, and he just chimed in. Um, I guess if he can introduce himself real fast and maybe say some little.
Haiti blues. Come on, yay.
Yeah, come on in.
Greetings, everyone.
All right,
My name is
grateful.
Ayiti, the artist formerly known
Who that
as Haiti
is?
Blues.
If he can
Talk up a little louder so we can hear
present
you.
himself.
Excuse me?
No, I said
Haiti
speak a little
Blues,
louder.
sac passe.
Nula, nula, come on, yala. Yeah, so,
Talk to us.
what would you like to I just kind of came in, so
I guess
what would
introduce
you like?
yourself. Let everybody know who you are, what you do. You're a musician. You're a basu.
Oh,
You
okay.
do
You know
everything
what's up.
for Haiti. Yeah,
Many different hats. Okay,
No, no.
where's the $14 billion, you know, from Haiti was attacked in 2020? Uh, as we see, Jamaica's been attacked, Katrina's been attacked. We're seeing that they're using to do geoengineering and weapons of mass destruction to bring forth certain things. However, we are in a spiritual warfare and awakening. And um, what I do, well, I'm the one that raised the black and red flags, Empire Valley Two flag here in North America, from what I understand, since 2017. Bayyinah Bello, the one that inspired me to change my name from Haiti Blues to Ayiti Blues, because technically the word Haiti and Haitian is never existed in our language. And every time we use the word Haiti, we're invoking the word hate, which is scientifically a low vibrational word. So, um, with everything going on with IET, it's just really sad right now to see that we're still not those that are in the IET community. We're not educating our children to understand that we're founded as an empire first and not a republic. Because saying Haiti, the first black republic, is technically a lie. And we got to stop lying to ourselves, because we can all Google and find out the 1805 Constitution, and the first article says empire. So IT is in an identity crisis ever since the Emperor Jacques Premier, Jacques the First, we know as was assassinated. Um, IT's been hijacked since 1806. So it's time for us as Haitians to reclaim ourselves properly, because the ancestors are upset that we are not honoring them on some basic stuff as a collective, particularly. And that's the main reason why we're suffering. It's not the white man, it's
Yes,
not the
sir.
gang, it's so if Haitians just decided to stop using the word Haiti and Haitian, you know, automatically the vibration would change. If the children knew that, we were founded as an empire and we have Jean-Jacques, Emperor Jacques the First, just like we have His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie the First, and Empress Menen, that's the same energy, and we haven't been coming to up as a people. I love our people, but we got house niggas. And I got to see them up close and personal in different facets through South Florida, um, New York, and they showed their colors. And so, in regard to what happened with Jamaica, I don't know if you spoke on it, but Vision 2030, which is the smart city gentrification type of vibration that they're working to push through.
Yeah.
In this age of information, we need to be aware, so misinformation and disinformation was the number one thing that Klaus Schwab said was the problem before he left in 2024. So by us continuing to share information and raise the awareness, just like we did in the pandemic. I was in the pandemic protest in New York that helped change the narrative for COVID. Because if we didn't stand up in New York, technically the world probably would have still been continuing COVID vibration. Because they didn't have an intention of stopping certification of vaccination, identification, of artificial intelligence, and COVID-19. They weren't expecting it to end so quickly, but because the people stood up and exposed it, it showed the power of the people.
Said quite a mouthful.
The internet's undefeated because the consciousness of the people is awakening. So we saw an interesting thing with that trickle in terms of the 2024 elections, where although during the elections, people didn't choose the mainstream media as their go-to. They chose the independent as the go-to. So we're seeing a shift that the works that all of us that have been doing in terms of sharing light, the shift is shifting, and they only have a limited amount of time to try to complete their Agenda 21, which became Agenda 2025, which became Agenda 2030. So we got to continue to raise the awareness and really, once we do that, we're gonna come together and do what we need to do. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, grateful to have you on and joining us. You laid some good gems, and we definitely got to expand on the mentality, especially with the black and red flag, what it really means as a
yeah,
kingdom, as a royalty of Haiti. Yes, a lot of
yes, I have
whitewashing
a song called her.
got to cleanse.
I have a song called "Her Real Name Is Ayiti, Not Haiti," which is available on all platforms. You'll see Mama Bayyinah Bello in the intro of that song. And it's there for all of us to use. Turn up, and I got that kind of music. I got that kind of flavor.
All right. Well,
We
can you put your
we need
contact
energy, we need
information?
inspiration.
If you can put your contact information in the chat, my brother, you are definitely a breath of fresh air. We need more soldiers like you to spit truth to power. We thank you immensely for joining us on Black Power Radio. So thank you, Nages Saba, for the great invite. And we're looking for more revolutionaries out there. If you want to come and chime in
My pleasure.
to check in on Black Power Radio, this is all about Haiti. Mois Novembre, Bataille de Vertières. Can you tell us a little bit about that to wrap us up, Queen Mother Bayyinah Bello?
No, I will not do that because it's 10 whatever and we are closing. And if I start talking about Vertia, we'll be here tomorrow
Yeah.
morning. So I will not do that. Thank you.
Right on. Oh,
So
yes,
we
definitely.
will tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow we will cover Vertia. So in closing, I would simply
Absolutely.
would like to invite everyone. We talk a lot about getting together, but we do not talk about getting together with all the us in us. If I am not in unity with all the different Bayyinas, the psychological Bayyina, the grandma Bayyina, the mother Bayyina, the teacher Bayyina, there are tons of Bayyinas inside. It's important for me. That's what when we talk about knowing yourself, you have to know all the various facets of yourself, not just have a little book, A, B, C, D, but really tap into you. And that's when you will be able to discover the Dessalines in you, the Marcus Garvey in you, the Lumumba in you, the Queen Nzinga in you. All of them are there because nothing ever disappears. Nothing ever becomes, there is no such thing as nothing. Whatever has been is, it just takes a different form. So tap into your wealth, tap into your power, tap into yourself. Then when Bayyinah is united, it will be easier for her to get along with Dr. Desir, for her to get along with Alliancy, for her to get on. But if already there is a war in Bayyinah, a war in Alliancy, a war, we can't talk about coming together. We first have to get ourselves, our individual self together in unity with self. And then be clear on the self defense. Because, yes, we are at war. We can't even talk about peace right now. We have to be aware that with this world is at war, the term I like to use is this world is warring on us. Because we're not at war because we're unaware. But they have plans on top of plans. They have planned for the next 50 years, 100 years, how they're going to try to destroy us. They will never succeed, that's for sure. But we could put an end to their worrying on us if we become aware that this is what's going on and we take our self-defense seriously on every level. What you put in your mouth, what you
Right on.
drink, what you eat, what you think, what you allow your eyes to look at on television and all these different things, what you allow your ears to listen to. So you have to work at developing your true self and truly becoming yourself, the true warrior, the true soldier, the true queen, king, princess. All of it is in there. We must unite them inside each one of us. Then we can make plans for the next 7 generations. Working for the next 5 or 10 years is a joke. No serious organization should be talking about next year, 2 years from now. We must learn to plan for generations ahead, what they will look like, what they will learn, how they will behave. It is our duty, and it depends on what we transmit to them today. So, as the oldest one here, I
Ashe.
call upon all those who walk this earth before me and send to each one of you ancestral graces, ancestral power, ancestral protection. Work on yourself so we may rise together. Thank you.
Lafayette Dadani.
Ashe. Ashe. So join us tomorrow, family. You heard it here first. Queen Mother Bayyinah Bello dropping some gems. And join us tomorrow on Black Power Radio while we hear part 2 of everything that we discussed today concerning self-determination and the art of knowing thyself. Share and like and subscribe, Black Power Radio. Give thanks, family.
Okay,
Give thanks. Thank you all for joining us tonight.
To make a pound. Brother, we can't quit until we get our share. Say it loud. Say it loud. One more time. Say it loud.
The giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
All right, that is it for the night. Great show.
Good night, everybody.
Yep,
All right. See you here tomorrow, family.
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Take care.
All right. Good night, everybody. You gotta leave the studio.
All right. Peace and Black Power.
Black Power.
Peace and Black Power, fam. Thank you.
Mhm.
Black Power.
Black Power.